All right, friends, welcome to Resource Prepping. I'm your host, Greg. What have I been doing since my last video? Well, we're preparing to move, and I'll do a different video on that. And why we're moving is strictly economics, and I don't want to get into that. But what you're looking at is supplies I have been storing, like most preppers, down in the basement or anything else. These are blankets and medical supplies. For those of you that say, I can't do that, that's a lie. You can certainly do it. You can go to Goodwill, you can go to yard sales, you can go to garage sales. You can do whatever you want to do. Get a tote, fill it up with some blankets. In case the power goes out and is not restored and it is cold, you'll have warmth. Now, I went to in excess of everything because the Holy Spirit, when I was told to get baptized, I wasn't a believer before. Sure, I went to church half-heartedly, but I wasn't aware of what's going on. And he called me and said, you feed and shelter my people. I took it literally. So I went out and I got as many blankets, and I've given away a lot of blankets already to people who needed them. I went out and I got blankets to comfort my people. Didn't know it could be by physical comfort or by spiritual comfort. I didn't want to take any chances, so I made sure not only are we taken care of in the household, but anybody else that God sends our way in time of SHTF. Next, you see the medical supplies. That is for not only us, but again, for whoever else God sends in our way that may be in physical need or injured. And you can do this on your own. I got that cart, the pull cart with a handle. Anybody says, I can't do this, I don't have enough money. That's a lie. I think I paid $10 at an auction for that pull cart, a toolkit I made into a medical kit. And you see all the stuff, I showed you this before. You have all the stuff in there for basic medical to get you to a place or to someone else that may know how to use what you don't and save your life, your friend's life, or whatever. All right? Now, you didn't do it all at once. I did it over a period of a year or so, but I was adamant saying, I'm going to get this. And you can see gauze right there. $5. It's a cup of coffee I did without. I don't need it, but that you will. So I got gauzes, Neosporin, wipes, masks, rubbing alcohol, anything I can take care of minor injuries. When the missus was eating that dietary food, we didn't want to throw styrofoam in there, so I was using the styrofoam to store water. I dumped the water and I filled it up with medical supplies that I've done over the years. Right up here, the little mini file, you can get this at any DIY store, garage sale, or whatever. And you can use the pull trays, as you can see, for your own little medicine kit right here. All right? Now, if you're saying, well, those are all expired and da-da-da-da-da, listen, liquid that's expired from 2 years ago still has 50 to 60% of its effective. Pills that are expired 2 years still are at 80% effective. So you say, well, that's no good. It's expired a year ago. It's still 95% effective on the pills, 75% on the liquid. Okay? So don't worry too much about that. But for those of you that say, I can't do this, the hell you can't. You just don't want to. People say, well, I live in an apartment. I have limited space. How much space would this take in your closet? You put that in there, you put your shoes on top of it, whatever it is, you have an emergency to go kit to save your life, your family's life, or anything else. You could come up with a million excuses. I have kids, I have this. What better way to have blankets in case you have to evacuate? You want your kids to freeze? Do you want to freeze? What better way is to have some totes? You make room, clear out the games, clear out all the garbage, and you make room for some blankets. Super cheap. There's bedspreads in there that are heavy duty that cost $10 at Goodwill, like brand new. So you can do it if you want. This is what I've been doing. We're preparing to move simply because of economics. We're downsizing, and to be honest with you, when we bought this house, our property taxes were about $1,500 a year. Now they are approaching $4,000 a year, and we're on Social Security. And I'm working part-time, and I refuse to do this. I hate to do that, but we have to give this up for economic reasons. We don't want to be strangling ourselves with, a mortgage that just keeps going up and up and up. So we're downsizing. And you see right here, my garden, I hate to leave that behind, but the people said they wanted sandbags right there. Think I wasn't serious about preparation? Those sandbags and everything else would be to build up for firing positions, because we don't own all that. And there are people during deer hunting season that have no regard for your property or what you say or anything else. And it's only going to get worse with the lawlessness, the people looking for food and everything else. You think for 1 minute when they're hungry, they're not going to trespass on your property if you own something like this, even shoot you to take what you have right here? So we're moving to a much different location, smaller town, and a smaller house, but it still has a full-size basement. And all of this plus more is coming with us. Thank you for liking and subscribing. God said do. I am. I will. And now you see it. Greg out.